Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of HermitCraft Feed the Beast Unleashed. Oh yeah guys. So today I want to work on some stuff. Last few episodes we have been working on Mystcraft stuff, not last episode, but the previous 3 episodes before that I think we were messing around with some Mystcraft stuff. And today I want to do another age. Well actually I want to do 2 ages. But the problem is, and the reason why I want to do an age is because I've been trying to breed these bees. And, well, there's 2 reasons. Actually, I guess the range is going away right now. But these bees don't really want to breed at nighttime, and they definitely don't want to breed when it's raining outside. And being that we're on a server, it's kind of hard to always make it daytime all the time. Not everybody's by a bed. Or maybe people haven't slept in a few days and then it won't stop raining, or, you know, whatever. There's a lot of downtime where I can't be playing around with my bees. So I want to make an age that will be specific for bee breeding, make it like a meadow biome that's always daytime, no weather, something that would be very helpful. Also, I want to finally make a perfect mining age. Now, I know we've tried this a couple of times now, and we've had no success thus far. But I think I have a way to make it so we will always have an overhead sun, so it'll always be daytime. Okay, well, I don't have any Mystcraft stuff here, so let's head back over to our spawn village, and let's check out some stuff. Okay, so over here, I have a notebook, and I've already written out some pages. Now let me show you what we're going to do differently this time to actually make an age that we want. So the very first page you need is a link panel. It's important to make any descriptive age, any descriptive book, to describe an age. So you have your link panel. Then we're doing a mushroom island biome to prevent all mob spawning. This world is made specifically for quarrying is all we want to do here. So there's no reason to have mobs. So mushroom island biome. We're doing single biome, so the entire place is going to be mushroom island. And then we're going to do a 0 length, zenith, normal sun like we've done in the past. But now we're going to do something crazy. We're going to do a 0 length, zenith, normal sun. Followed by a 0 length, zenith, normal sun. And then a 0 length, zenith, normal sun. And finally a 0 length, zenith, normal sun. That's 5 suns, 0 length, zenith. Now, we're specifying, overhead, noon, sun on 5 of these. So even if one of them gets a random thing where it's, moving across the sky, at least one of those should be overhead. So that's what we're going to do. Hopefully we'll make an age that's going to be perfect. I specified a normal moon, normal stars. Star fissure I put in here 3 times to prevent maybe random features from being added, like tendrils or villages or anything like that. Like I said, this age is made specifically for quarrying, so we don't care about any of that stuff. Okay, so then I'm adding normal lighting. If we have the overhead sun, there's no reason to have bright lighting. Saying no weather, stone block, flat, and finally, I'm not closing this off with the clear modifiers. We're not using the clear modifier page at all. Okay, so if everything's going to plan, we should in fact have a mushroom island biome, single biome, with at least 1, if not more, overhead suns. That's always going to be daytime. So let's go ahead and make this age. Let's go ahead and drop that right in there. Take our descriptive book, and let's stick it on the stand. Okay, so age 21. Looks like some people have been making some ages, which is fine. I have some link books back to the overworld, so let's go ahead, go to this age, and see what we come up with. Okay, so it looks like we have... cobblestone spheres, which is cool. And up above, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. That's crazy. What kind of a sun is that? I have no idea. Is that multiple suns just kind of turned at different angles? That's like the biggest round sun I've ever seen in my life. Okay, well, you know what? I think that's going to be fine. Looks like we have... Is that a moon? Well, whatever that is, that's moving. Whatever's above us is not. So I think we have exactly what we wanted. And that's an overhead sun. Always daylight. Oh, yeah. Okay, so... mushroom biome, single biome. We have mushrooms everywhere. It's flat. We have spheres, which, doesn't really matter. I don't think we're ever going to have monsters spawning on them. These things aren't big enough where it'd be light level 7 underneath at any point. Like right here, for instance, it is block or sunlight 10. So yeah, no mobs could spawn there at all. But then again, this is Mushroom Island biome, so no mobs would spawn anyway. We do have a star fissure, so whoop, don't want to go down there. So in case we ever do get stuck here, we can have a way out. Let's see. Yeah, there's a spawn platform, and north is this way. So let's put down our book stand, and we will put down a linking book back to the overworld. That is cool. I'm still kind of interested why the sun looks like that. I've never seen a Mystcraft sun that wasn't square before. Huh, pretty interesting. Alright guys, well, that seems to have done it. We can finally get a mining age, give copies of this to everybody on the server, let them do their quarries here with solar. Very, very cool. Okay, let's head back. Right, so now that we have the mining age out of the way, I also wrote another book for bee breeding. Let's check this one out. This one, kind of similar. We're doing the link panel, except we're doing a meadows biome, single biome. And then we're adding the zero length, zenith, normal sun a few times, just like we did before. So it's always going to be daytime. Then we're doing normal moon, normal stars. A few star fissures, maybe too many there. I should probably take some of those out, actually. 5 is probably more than what's necessary. Okay, so then we have 3 star fissures, bright lighting, no weather, stone block, flat. So we should essentially get the same kind of a biome, or the same kind of a world, except it'll be a different biome. So we can go ahead and put down a book stand here and check this one out. Let's go ahead and put this in the book binder, make the age. This should be age 22. I do have a book back to the overworld. Okay, age 22. Let's check this one out. Oh, I thought I just saw rain. Okay, we have a black sky. Looks like we have multiple suns. That's crazy. There's like 3 suns right there, looks like. And 3 above us. 1 is slowly moving. 4 of them, or 3 of them, however many that is, are stuck in place. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, black sky. Interesting. All right, well, looks like we are in a meadow biome. We do have a star fissure. So this should be pretty good for bee breeding. I think the next thing we should do at this point is grab an apiary, bring it back here, and see what it says for the climate. So let's go ahead and put that here. Let's go to the overworld and head back, grab one of my apiaries from my base. Lots of Mystcraft traveling back and forth. All right, what do we got here? Let's grab that apiary, just set it down in this Mystcraft age, and let's just see what it says for the biome and the humidity and temperature and all that stuff. Okay, back to age 22. Set you down. All right, so it says normal, 70%. That seems pretty good for our standard bee breeding. All right, so always daytime. Hopefully, we will never have any rain here. I mean, it's still a possibility that it could rain. That's so crazy looking, that right there. Awesome. Okay, guys, well, tell you what. I am going to start working on some bee stuff, get some things hooked up over here. I want to automate getting some, a whole bunch of drones of the different types of bees. So we have all the starter bee types going on. So yeah, let me get that set up, and I will see you guys in just a little bit. Okay, guys, so I got some bees breeding here, but the problem is I can't set them up to be automatic just yet. So I was looking at it, and then I remembered that I needed to have propolis in order to make the apiaries pipe to make these things automatic. So I've been breeding the tropical bees. I'm kind of hanging back right now since they put off a poison effect, and that poison effect damages my force armor, which auto repairs using the Thaumcraft aura. So I'm trying to stay back a little bit. So yeah, I'm breeding these guys up. I have 13 of these silky combs right now. When you centrifuge these combs, you have a 10% chance of getting a propolis, and I think you always get a silky wisp. Silky wisp can be used to make the apiarist gear. This stuff right here, which prevents all the different like poison effects and things from harming you, but it takes quite a bit of that stuff. 9 of those per each of these woven silk, and then you need 8 of those, and then 5 for the helmet, and yeah, it's gonna take quite a bit of this stuff. But anyway, I had the tropical bees, so I'm just getting those guys going right now. I got some frames in there, so they're producing these combs a little bit faster. I have made a centrifuge over here, and I have not done anything yet with these silky combs. So let's go and throw those in there. I took my force engine from my base. I have some liquid force in here and some milk from the cows that are somewhere around here. I think there's some cows over there. Brought some buckets to transport the milk. Okay, so we need a lever. Let's go ahead and give this thing a little bit of power. So the force engine should go. Yep, centrifuge is going. I don't know if this engine is actually going to put out too much power. If that matters. We're putting out 10 mg a tick. Oh, look at that. We got 2 silky propolis. Oh, that's right. We always get a silky propolis from these things. Then we got a centrifuge, a silky propolis, to get a 10% chance of the regular propolis, and we'll get our silk wisp. So it looks like we have a chance of getting the silky propolis. It's not 100% every time. It looks like we're always getting the honey drop, so that's pretty good. This will help us out when we get our bee laser. We still have not made one of those things. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff for these bees right at the start to get into. But thankfully, we can do these all the time now, not have to wait for daytime. We don't have to wait for people to sleep. At least I'm pretty sure it doesn't rain here, because if it does, that's going to kind of stink because it's always daytime. I can't even sleep in a bed to get rid of the rain. Okay, well, this thing should be just about done. Yeah, it looks like we got 2 more to go. So, yeah, I'm pretty interested in getting these apiarist pipes so I can hook up the automation here. Let's go and throw those things in there. Oh, that goes a lot faster. Okay, so I guess the silk wisps aren't 100%. And we should at least get 1 propolis. At least I hope we will. Oh, man. It says it's a 10% chance, and we just went through a bunch of those. No go. All right. Well, I'm going to have to wait on these things for a little bit longer. Wait. Why are those forest? I thought I put in tropicals in all 3 of these. Maybe that was partially a forest and partially a tropical, and they just changed. I don't know. Okay, well, yep. I'm going to have to wait on these bees a little bit longer. Taking some poison damage now. Great. Right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get this going for a while. Hopefully, we will get the propolis we need so we can make the apiarist pipes. I can hook this up to be automatic and not even have to get next to those hives and take this poison damage. So, I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Well, this has taken a while to get the propolis that I need to get these bees going automatically, but I have enough right now where I have 2 apiarist pipe. Now, the apiarist pipes are kind of expensive if you haven't seen these before. The apiarist pipes require a diamond pipe and 2 of the propolis. So I've gotten 4 of them at this point and used 2 diamond pipes to make 2 apiarist pipes. And we have those connected here. If you guys haven't seen how to automate the apiaries before, let me show you real quick. So we have an apiary here with a wooden pipe going to just some other pipe, which connects to an apiarist pipe. Now on the apiarist pipe, if we right click on here, we can see the white path is set to any bees, and we have the blue path, in this case, set to anything. So when a item gets formed inside the apiary, if a comb appears here, it's going to get pulled out. It's going to go along just like that one did right there. And since it's not a bee, it can't go into the hive, it's going to the anything path, which is blue, and goes all the way down here to this chest. Okay, so when the queen dies, it produces a princess and 1 to 4 drones. I don't know however many it is. We can watch that comb going out right now. So it's being pulled out, going down to this pipe very slowly, and then it's going to sail off to that chest. Okay, so when the queen dies, it makes a princess and some drones, and those get pulled out just the same way, but when it reaches this apiarist pipe, it's going to go, or they're going to try and hit this white path, so the princess will go back in here, any other drones will go in here, and then it's just going to make another queen, and it's going to keep doing this over and over and over again, so that's pretty cool. I have frames in here trying to make the bees produce their combs as fast as possible. You can see down here in just a little amount of time we have about 4 combs, which is pretty good, I suppose, but I've already gone through probably 30 of these, and we have collected a total of 6 propolis, which is going pretty slow. See, we got 32 silk wisps, so that's pretty good. So what we can do is come over back to the overworld. Let's grab another one of these diamond pipes. When you craft the diamond pipes, you have to make 8 at a time, so I have a couple more. So let's do a diamond pipe, some propolis. Awesome. Apiarist pipe. Okay, so now we can hook up a third bee to be automatic and go all the way to that chest for the product that it makes. So go ahead and stick this pipe here. White will be any bees. In this case, yellow needs to be anything. Now I just got to figure out what kind of a bee I'm going to stick in that apiary. So I probably want to do tropical so I can continue to get more of the silky combs. So let's take a couple of those and just stick those bees in this hive. Like that and that. Okay. Now they're going to do their thing, and this should be fully automatic provided that both of these are purebred bees. Right. So it's going to take a little bit more time for me to get everything that I need to do. But what I'm thinking about at this time, man, that poison is so annoying. Oh, you know what I could do? Let me go grab a cow. Yeah, when you take poison damage, it kind of makes you fall down. Come here, cow. I need your milk. Oh, you can't drink milk anymore? Does putting it on the ground do anything? No. Huh. So you can't drink milk. But you can put it on the ground, and if you stand in milk, it gives you haste. It's not really helpful in this situation, though. I was hoping that it would, you know, remove my poison effect. Really not sure why it won't. 2.5 MJ for 3,000 ticks and a force engine. Right. Okay, so that is what we're using right now in our force engine. Okay. So, another way to get propolis is to take this honey drop and put it into a squeezer. We'll get liquid honey out, which we'll need eventually for scented panels to make the alvearies, but you also get a chance of getting propolis when you squeeze this stuff. So I think that's probably going to be our next step. I need to go back to the base, make a squeezer, maybe make another force engine. I'm not sure what we're going to do for power. I might make some power pipes. Let's see, a squeezer. It's been a while since I made one of these. Is tin, sturdy casing, and some glass. I think I should be able to make that. Have to make the sturdy casing first. Throw that in here. Do this. Nice. Okay, so we got a squeezer. Well, I'm going to hook this up, squeeze some honey, maybe make some just regular tanks. Let's see, glass. Let's make some tanks to output the liquid honey into, just for quick storage. 12 should be more than enough. Yeah, let me go hook that up over there. I'm going to make some power pipes, get some power going to the squeezer from the force engine, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I've been watching the bees for a little while, and I've been making some other machines around here. I made a bunch of the thermal expansion machines. I got a powered furnace, pulverizer, induction smelter, magma crucible, and a liquid transposer. So I made all these machines because I wanted to make a tesseract, an item tesseract. Now the reason why I wanted to make the item tesseract is because I want to set up a quarry. I have an item tesseract here going into an ME interface, and everything that goes into this ME interface gets sucked right into the ME system. These interfaces, you can specify things to go, or you can specify things in this export config, and I'll put it right here in the export items. If an item enters into this and it's not a part of the export config, the ME system pulls it right back in. So if I were to use like a fence post or something, stick it right here. If there was any fence post, it would end up right here. But we don't have any, so yeah. Anyway, we're going to use this to take items from a quarry through the item tesseract, put it into our ME system. Now the reason why I want to do the quarry is because I keep going through my items here, and I'm always running out of stuff. Iron, I'm pretty low on. I got 24. I just had to go and mine a bunch. I only get 1 iron ore and only 8 refined iron. I mean, yeah, it's enough to make like a couple iron picks or something like that, but I'm always running out. It's getting pretty annoying. Diamonds, I've got 4 left. I had to go mine some gold and then convert that using the minium stone into diamonds just to make some diamonds. Gold, I got a little bit of it right now, 104 ingots, but you know, that's only going to go so far before I run out again. Okay, so you can see in my inventory here, I got a bunch of stuff. I have another tesseract here to put on the quarry. I've made a quarry, and now if you guys haven't seen these before, if you played Feed the Beast, I'm sure you've seen them, but quarry in this version of Feed the Beast is a lot cheaper than it was in the previous versions. It only requires a diamond pickaxe. Now, with the versions that have Greg Tech installed, this is actually like an advanced diamond drill, and it's quite the process to get the quarry. In this pack, pretty easy. You need like 11 diamonds, some gold, iron, redstone, you're done. Not too bad. Okay, so I got the quarry made. got some landmarks. I got some other various things. I was trying to figure out how I was going to power the quarry. I mean, making the quarries easy, getting the power for it, not so much. So some people wanted to do solar. I think DMAC wanted to do lava. Well, I mean, I don't want to use their power sources. I kind of want to do my own. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use force, liquid force. So I've made 4 force engines. I've made up some redstone energy conduits using the thermal expansion machines. I made up some liquid ducts. And yeah, I've made a rancher so we can automatically get milk from cows, which will be for the force engines to make it put out 10 MJ a tick each. So I think we're pretty much set, and I also got a squeezer here. This is kind of what we're going to be doing for the main power source eventually, but for now, I kind of need it right away to get this quarry going. So let's take some saplings, take some forest logs. I think I have bone meal, or maybe just some bones. Either way, we're going to need this stuff so I can grow the trees. I'm going to have to do all this stuff manually. We don't have any way to automatically harvest it, not yet anyway. So I think at this point we have pretty much everything we need to get a quarry going. So let's head over to the quarry age. I've actually made some changes to this between cuts. So let's take a look. Okay, so when you enter the age, it says, welcome to the community quarry age. Please do not use this age for exploring. We don't want everybody going around and rendering all the chunks and making this age really huge. And then outside of the cobble borders is fine for you to quarry. So if you look at the map, you can kind of see an inner cobble border right this direction. This is surrounding the star fissure. And then we have the outer cobble border, just so we have some walking around space and we're not walking right off the platform into somebody's quarry hole. So that kind of sounded weird, quarry hole. So anyway, yes, we have one quarry already set up. I believe Tinfoil Chef is doing this right now. He's using 4 low voltage solar arrays, which is producing some power, but it's not quite a lot actually. Using power converters to turn it into MJ. And let's go over here and look at this. It's working. It's free energy, but pretty slow. It's going to be a while before he gets any stuff, I think. Okay, let us set up our quarry. Guess we'll do it right here. I don't know why he went up that high. Maybe, oh yeah, he probably went up that high to delete the mushroom blocks. That's fine. We can do the same thing. Okay, so quarry. Let's do this. I got some dirt so we can make a platform. So let us go up. Oh, we probably want to get up. Oh man, let's go into fly mode. Can I fly, please? There we go. Yeah, let's get up above the mushrooms area so we can just delete those. And I think we can just go ahead and build a small little platform here. That should be fine. Okay, so I have marked out this border right here. This is on a chunk border. If we hit F9, oh, we can't see it because I'm flying. I have to go down, and once that force meter goes away, our chunk border lines will appear. Okay, and then we hit that one more time. All right, so the dirt column is in a chunk, which means the quarry area would be in another chunk. So everything that I do right here should be loaded because the quarry block is going to be loaded. So that should be perfectly fine. Let's go and turn that off. Okay, so the quarry block is going to be right here. Our first landmark is going to go right there. Right, so then we need a lever to power this. Do I have a lever on me? I think I might have used them all. Oh, dang. Okay, let me go. I don't have any sticks or anything. Yeah, let's go grab a lever real quick. We can get this quarry set up. We need to get those landmarks in place so the quarry knows how big to make the quarry. So let's do a stick. Let's go and craft one of those. All right, and cobble. And actually, I'll just craft up 4 of those. Always going to be needing levers. They are pretty useful. Okay, let's go back to the mining world. Right. So, here we go. Let's put the lever down. Get our blue beams going so we know where to place the other markers. Get this out. And if you guys have not seen this item right here, this angel block, this is really cool. Let's fly over here real quick. And we will place the angel block right there. Yep, you can place these things in midair. That's actually not where I wanted it. Let's place it right about... Nope, that's still not where I wanted it. Okay. Well, as you can see, you can place these things in midair. I'm just not used to it, so I'm kind of placing it derpy, but you get the idea. If you wanted it in a certain spot, like up in midair, you can easily place it there. Alright, let me place one more dirt right like that. And landmark. Still getting used to this force armor. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we have one landmark in place. Let's get over here to the other corner, and then we can place our other one. And it looks like we can actually just use this mushroom. It might be a little faster. Alright, here we go. Landmark. Good. Now all we gotta do is just right-click this guy. Turns red and knows the area that we want to quarry. So that's pretty good. We can set down our quarry block. All of our markers will pop off, and then we gotta go collect them. Alright, let's tear this down. I don't like leaving dirt or cobblestone where I've been doing quarry. It just feels kind of like littering, I guess. I don't know. Just personal thing. I guess we can get rid of this too. Okay, so we got our quarry. It's set up. It knows where it's going to be quarrying. It said that it's doing 20 chunks. It's keeping 20 chunks loaded. That's good. Okay, so now we got to power the quarry. So let's do redstone energy conduits. Something like that. We'll get out our force engines. And those guys are kind of attaching funny. Where is my ender pouch? Man, my inventory is so bad right now. Oh, goodness. Guess we can put that away. We got my wrench. Wrench those guys so they're pointed the right direction. Actually, I think we could do this maybe a little better. No, actually, this is going to be the right way for now. So, yeah, we'll just put these guys... I was going to stack them on top so they're both kind of sharing, but I think this is going to be fine. Later on, we'll make this look a little bit better once we get more resources and stuff going. Okay, go ahead and place that there, wrench it. Awesome. Okay, so now we just got to take these energy conduits. You can see it's a blue arrow pointing into the engine. We need to change it so it's a orange arrow pointing away from the engine. Actually, I think that's a problem. I think this one has to be moved. These energy conduits can either be inputs or outputs. They can't be both. So yeah, this one right here is an input going into the quarry. We need to make this one longer. Do that. Oop. Okay, good. So our force engines are set up, and it's kind of derpy right now. What we need is... we need to give these guys some power. We need to get some force juice going into them as well. So let's go ahead and open this up a little bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use a squeezer to squeeze force logs. And when you squeeze force logs, you get some liquid force. And that can be used in the engines. So I tell you guys what, instead of me trying to derp around and get everything set up, let me do this off camera and I'll bring you back in and show you the setup. See you in a bit. Okay guys, so here we go. Here's the setup. It's kind of derpy right now, but later on, most of this stuff will be taken care of through Tesseract, so we won't have to build a derpy construction like this to get everything going. But I have a rancher down here, and the rancher should be milking this cow. I use shears on one of these mushrooms. I use my portal gun to put it in here. Use shears on it to turn into a regular cow. So this should be pulling out milk and ejecting it into this liquid duct, which is going into these force engines. And then up above, I have a squeezer right here, which is using the same energy conduit that these engines are producing power on. We have force logs in here that the squeezer is going to squeeze. And then we have an energy liquid duct up here, which is going to be extracting the liquid and putting it into the engines. So this is going to be a pretty good setup. Once again, I'm actually ran low on levers. I was just about to head back to get those going. Once we get a lever, all we need to do... oh, come on, this is lagging. Yeah, once we get a lever, we can put a redstone signal on the squeezer, on that liquid duct, So it will extract the liquid. Let's do this one more time. Yeah, I know. Making sticks twice in one episode. Sticks and levers, goodness. Okay, let's head back. Okay, so here we go, here we go. All we gotta do is just put a little redstone signal on this guy and we should be ready to go. So we'll just put a piece of dirt right there with the lever on it. That should be enough. Right, so the only thing left to do is to prime it. We need one of these engines. Actually, I should at this point... Can I shift click this? No, let me just go and break this guy so we don't get the quarry going. We don't want it to do anything just yet. We just want to power the squeezer so it starts making the liquid force and we start getting these engines going. Okay, so to prime it, let's just take one force gem and stick it in here. Did that not go? Okay, so there's a little bit of force. So it should be powering the squeezer. The squeezer is now squeezing. And all of our engines are now going. That's awesome. So we're powering the rancher down below, which is milking the cow. Yep, we got milk going through there. So, yep, we are making a lot of power with just some forced logs. Well, a little derpy construction here, but we should be good to go. The only problem at this point is I do not have an automatic way to keep this stuff going. So for now, I think we can hook this up, get the quarry to build itself. Should be going pretty fast. We're putting in 40 MJ into it. Not the fastest, but pretty fast. Okay, so while that's going, I can just come over here, plant some of these forest saplings. Oh, can you not plant it in mycelium? Oh no! Dirt, sapling. Okay, and where is my bone meal? Here we go. Yeah, I didn't realize you could not do that. Interesting. Okay, where is my good axe? Alright, so there we go. We got a little bit of more forced logs, so we can keep the system constantly going. But yeah, it's going to be a manual process. I'm going to have to do quite a lot of log harvesting just to make sure we're keeping up. But we have plenty of milk in here. This is never going to run out of milk, thanks to our friend the cow down here and the rancher. Pretty awesome. All right, guys. Well, I think that is going to do it for today. Quarry's going to be going. I'm going to be finally getting some resources. Off camera, I'm going to continue working with those bees a bit. We need a good power supply and we need a good amount of resources so we can start making the bee machines so I can actually do some stuff with them. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.